Throughout human history, gold, silver, and treasures has always been a fascination of mankind. Gold has driven man to the ends of the earth and been the cause of many acts of violence. Along the way, many fortunes have been lost, and the ways of time have taken its toll. The treasure hunters are searching for lost treasures and where success could bring untold riches. They are the treasure hunters, and this is their story. Finders keepers, the treasure hunters.
It's back. Available only at Baldini's Casino. It's awful big.
Awful good.
The awful is back. It's awful big, awful good, and only at Baldini's.
This is the episode 2 of the 4 of the SS Central America. This is great.
Cut. That's a wrap.
SS Central America, known as the Ship of Gold, was a 280-foot, 85 meters sidewheel steamer that operated between Central America and the east coast of the United States during the 1850s. She was originally named the SS George Law, after George Law of New York. The ship sank in a hurricane in September 1857, along with 425 of her 578 passengers and crew, and 30,000 pounds, 13,600 kilograms of gold, contributing to the Panic of 1857. On September 3rd, 1857, 477 passengers and 101 crew left the city of Aspinwall, now the Panamanian port of Cologne, sailing for New York City under the command of William Lewis Herndon. The ship was laden with 10 short tons, 9.1 tons, of gold prospected during the California Gold Rush. The ship continued north after a stop in Havana.
Welcome to the Antique Mall. We've been in business 27 years with 13 separate dealers and over 10,000 square feet of space. We're unique because of our fun outside space. With funky, rusty, artistic vintage yard art, we have hit and miss engines, old stoves, old tools, picks and shovels. And then on the inside, we've got dolls, jewelry, books, collectibles, and trains, including American Flyer, Lionel, and Tyco, all available in mini scales. Come and visit us 7 days a week, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m., located at 10104 off the US 50 freeway in Mound House, Nevada. Come and see us.
Has your computer turned into an antique? We can help. At Technology Center, you'll find everything the big box stores have. A large showroom full of electronics, computers, monitors, keyboards, and all the accessories located at 1682 Glendale Avenue, Sparks, Nevada, and ready to make your computer experience either purchasing or repair pleasurable. Technology Center, we know computers and are ready to help you.
Hi, I'm Fred Holabird, and we're here at the National Coin Show in Anaheim, California in August. And we're at the American Numismatic Association's special exhibit booth here, where they have a wonderful exhibit of California Gold Rush material, among other great rarities. And of course, one of the things we see here is one of the largest gold bars recovered off the famous SS Central America wreck that went down in 1857 off the East Coast. This bar weighs about 80 pounds of pure gold and was the largest bar recovered on that great treasure wreck. This bar is estimated by some to be worth as much as $7 million. Incredible California Gold Rush treasure. For decades and decades, more than 100 years, considered the biggest target of all the American treasure ships. At the time, it had a cargo in excess of $3 million in gold at that price in 1857. When that ship went down in the fall of 1857, it was going through the Atlantic Ocean during a time that was one of the toughest storms in recorded history. Hundreds of ships sank that same season up and down the Atlantic Ocean. It was a violent storm. incomparable to anything we know today. Huge loss of life, lots of loss of property. The Central America remained the target for more than a century to find that gold. And of course, as time progresses, technology progresses, and we got the technology to be able to go find the ship and recover it.
Now return to Fred Holabird at the Numismatic Coin Show.
And there's a number of other great treasures here of numismatic importance. And it's a wonderful thing about this group, the American Numismatic Association, the ANA as we call it, whose headquarters are in Colorado Springs, Colorado, with a great museum there. But it's the largest collecting community in the world, the ANA, the largest number of coin collectors, etc. And coin collecting is interesting because it's the second largest genre of collectibles in the world. The largest, of course, are religious artifacts, but behind that it's coins. Everybody collects coins of some kind. Foreign coins, American coins, gold coins, silver coins, all kinds of neat stuff. And it's a great way to learn about history as well. So here we are at this wonderful exhibit at this show that's absolutely huge, with hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dealers around us here. Exhibits from the U.S. Mint, mints around the world, so it's really quite fascinating.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves, though. Before the Odyssey recovery, though, there was another person working on finding and recovering the gold.
In 1977, an ocean engineer named Tommy Thompson took an interest in the mystery of the SS Central America. He began to collect data, reach out to experts for opinions, and received financial backing for an expedition by 1986. Using the money, Thompson developed the technology that would allow the SS Central America to be found. NEMO, a remotely operated vehicle built to withstand deep ocean pressure of up to 4,000 pounds per square inch, with the ability to carefully recover and preserve anything it could find amongst shipwrecks. A combination of NEMO, search theory, and Mark sonar allowed Tommy Thompson and his team of scientists and researchers to find the SS Central America and to finally recover what the ocean had stolen over 100 years before.
The recovery of gold from the SS Central America shipwreck, also known as the Ship of Gold, led to significant controversy and legal battles over ownership and the fate of the treasure hunter, Tommy Thompson. Thompson's team located the ship, which sank in 1857 and 1988. But his subsequent actions and legal troubles have overshadowed the initial discovery. Here's a breakdown of the controversy, initial discovery and ownership disputes. The SS Central America sank in a hurricane off the coast of South Carolina, carrying a vast amount of gold from the California Gold Rush. When Thompson's team located the wreck, they faced legal challenges from insurance companies who had paid out claims on the lost gold. Ultimately, the courts awarded the majority of the recovered gold to Thompson and his investors. Tommy Thompson's actions and legal troubles. Despite securing ownership, Thompson faced accusations of defrauding his investors. He sold a portion of the gold without informing his investors, leading to lawsuits and a federal warrant for his arrest in 2012. Thompson's disappearance and arrest. Thompson went into hiding in 2012 to avoid legal proceedings and was eventually located and arrested in 2015 in Florida. Contempt of court and imprisonment. Thompson was held in contempt of court for refusing to disclose the whereabouts of approximately 500 missing gold coins from the treasure, despite being ordered to do so. He's been incarcerated since December 15, 2015, and faces daily fines for his refusal. Ongoing legal battles and fines. Thompson has been subjected to daily fines for his refusal to cooperate with authorities regarding the missing coins, accumulating millions of dollars in fines. He has maintained that the coins are in a trust in Belize, but has not provided proof or location details.
The Panic of 1857 refers to a brief but intense economic recession in the United States that began in August 1857. It was triggered by the failure of the Ohio Life Insurance and Trust Company. When the SS Central America sank, the lost gold created a huge shortfall to the banks on the eastern seaboard and was characterized by bank failures, business closures, and widespread unemployment. The crisis was exacerbated by over-speculation in railroads and western lands, as well as the decline in European demand for American agricultural products following the Crimean War. Legendary gold cargo to be recovered from SS Central America. Odyssey Marine Exploration's initial attempt to recover gold from the SS Central America shipwreck occurred in April 2014. During a reconnaissance dive, they successfully retrieved approximately 1,000 ounces of gold, including 5 gold bars and 2 $20 double eagle coins. This marked the first gold recovery from the site since 1991. The gold bars were stamped with various assayers' marks and weighed between 96.5 and 313.5 troy ounces.
Fallon, Nevada is a community of friends and families, like so many other members in other communities. Good people have to make decisions that have an impact on their lives, as well as the lives of their friends and family. We are here to help. Battleborn Bail Bonds, a community-based company, a member of the Fallon Chamber of Commerce, a company that serves all of northern Nevada.
Adventure Scuba Center, located at 335 Edison Way, Suite 2, Reno, Nevada, 89502. The brand shines through its commitment to ensuring every diver feels safe and confident, with knowledgeable instructors like Brennan and Steve providing thorough training and constructive feedback. Adventure Scuba Center is positioned as a top choice for anyone looking to embark on their diving journey or enhance their skills. Located at 335 Edison Way, Suite 2, Reno, Nevada, 89502.
Hi, welcome to Somewhere in Time. We are 7,000 square feet, 16 dealers. We have many antiques and collectibles. We're open Tuesday through Saturday, 11 to 6, Sunday, 11 to 5. Come down and see us.
On the next episode of Kayaking with Ken, we'll be paddling Northern California's Frenchman Lake. We'll take the short drive through a lava rock canyon up to the reservoir itself. Then we'll paddle across the lake to a quiet area walled by more ancient lava. Whatever the conditions we find, we know one thing: it will be a great place to spend a little time on the water. Join us next time on Kayaking with Ken.
Hi, welcome to Somewhere in Time. We are 7,000 square feet, 16 dealers. We have many antiques and collectibles. We're open Tuesday through Saturday, 11 to 6, Sunday, 11 to 5. Come down and see us.
It's back. Available only at Baldini's Casino. It's awful big.
Awful good.
The awful is back. It's awful big, awful good, and only at Baldini's.
Welcome back, and thank you to our fine sponsors that bring you these great episodes. Odyssey Marine Exploration was involved in a second major recovery of treasure from the SS Central America shipwreck in 2014, following the initial discovery and salvage efforts in 1988. This second operation yielded a significant amount of gold and other artifacts, including coins, gold dust, and ingots. The recovered items were displayed at the Long Beach Coin, Currency, Stamp and Sports Collectible Expo in February 2018. According to Coinage magazine.
This morning, a group of Florida treasure hunters hopes to find a lot more gold after a major discovery. The team announced on Monday it had recovered more than 60 pounds of gold, valued at more than $1 million. It was found during a preliminary search of a sunken ship 160 miles off the coast of South Carolina. Vicente Arenas is in Miami with the tale stretching back to the 19th century. Vicente, good morning.
Good morning. This is a treasure hunter's dream come true. This ship sank back in 1857 with tons of gold on board. More than $50 million worth of that gold has already been recovered, and there is a whole lot more.
This is our HD camera that we've zoomed in on a coin and we can read the date on it. It's that high quality. It's a really cool toy.
Using modern-day technology, a Tampa-based deep-sea exploration company is hoping to cash in on a mystery more than a century old. The team wasn't sure what it would find when the crew began sifting through the wreckage of the SS Central America. But on their first run, they hit the jackpot.
During the first reconnaissance dive, we actually picked up several gold items. We had 5 gold bars that totaled 1,000 ounces in weight. We also picked up 2 mid-1800s $20 gold pieces.
The initial $1.2 million haul is just a fraction of what lies on the ocean floor. According to experts, an estimated $86 million in gold remains on the sunken ship. During the California gold rush, the SS Central America shuttled tons of gold from the west to the east. But in 1857, after encountering a hurricane, she sunk 1.5 miles to the ocean floor with an estimated 3 tons of gold. She was also rumored to have carried a secret shipment, 15 tons of additional gold headed for New York banks. The wreck was first discovered by Tommy Thompson in the late 80s, who brought about 2 tons to the surface. Investors claimed Thompson never paid them, and when the feds tried to track him down, he disappeared, along with the gold. Now, after years of court battles and red tape, the search is on again.
What we're really hopeful for is to actually bring some more value back to the economy, specifically to the investors who have waited over 20 years for this day.
The expedition group expects to be back on site in about 5 months. This find could be worth as much as $1 billion. Wow. Gail?
Wow. Where is he? He's in a very heavy boat somewhere.
Walk stooped over because it's heavy when you're carrying
gold is heavy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh,
that gold, all those golden coins. All that gold in them Nar Hills. Thank you, Vicente.
And now back to the story.
On September 12, 1857, with the greatest lost treasure in United States history. We'll just start with that as a superlative statement. Millions of dollars in gold from California sank to the depths of the Atlantic Ocean, and there's no other United States lost treasure that quite compares.
We never know what we're going to face in terms of recovery until we get there, but we have a unique advantage this time because there have been explorers there before. We have an awful lot of video and still images that we've been studying at the site for the past few months. So it's the first time we go to the site with the benefit of game film, if you will. So it looks like this is going to be a pretty straightforward recovery for us, and we don't expect any challenges. It's an expensive endeavor, probably over $500,000 in fuel just to bring our ship from the UK here to the United States, not to mention all the other expenses you have. It's a 3-week transit, so it's a big commitment, but you know what, this is a really important and I think really valuable project, so well worth that investment for us.
You recovered 2 tons of gold. How much is still there?
Well, it could be equal to that. It could easily be equal to that. You know, the amount of wealth that was on this ship is staggering when you think about it. And the amount that could still be down there, it could easily be equal to what we found already, or it could exceed it.
So the ship is positioned GPS-wise, and then all of that is fed into these computers here. And we've got 4 thrusters on board, which between them they'll move the boat against the wind, against the current, all of the forces, the external forces, to keep it exactly in the position that we command it to. And then so that will be over the site of the wreck. And then from there we can launch the RV and pretty much take it down through the water column. So we've got a big area. We're looking for a shipwreck in that area, and we'll just run these lines where we're getting an acoustic image of what's on the seabed, looking for anomalies, because we can look at like 300 or 400 meters aside, so we can cover this huge swath. And this project, we're coming into it where it's already been found, so we're picking up we're going straight in with the RV to do the archaeological work on the site.
We're looking at the online room, which is the nerve center of the vessel. All of our serial communications come in and out of this room, so all the ROV instruments that collect data comes down here. All our GPS stuff comes down here, and it's all offshot to the bridge and the offline room and those places.
This is where the magic happens. Down here, during operations, the project manager, the archaeologist, the client rep, and sometimes we'll have the experts that'll join in with us. We can sit and monitor the dive. We can actually control the dive as well. The ROV is controlled. I can ask the pilots to go to specific parts of the wreck to look at specific things. The ROV is configured for this job with lighting and cameras, and it will fly along lines at a specific height, take pictures, and then you do some Photoshop magic afterwards to bring them all together.
The treasure that we recovered the first time, if you run the face value figures, 87% of it was in the form of gold bars. And then there were 7,500 gold coins, more or less. And this is going to be more heavily weighted toward the coins. So one would actually expect more coins this time around than we had the first time around.
We also want to bring back the history, the story, and the archaeology. So we'll make decisions to make sure that we're recovering relevant samples. There are certain items that are truly kind of unique, one-of-a-kind cultural heritage pieces. Those will never be sold. As I mentioned, Odyssey has over 15,000 artifacts, most of which will never be sold, that are in the lab. By contrast, trade goods, items that were mass-produced in their day and intended to be used in commerce, those are the things that will be made available to sale to collectors, because just by their very nature, they don't hold a lot of value for the archaeological record. They're mass-produced items.
So now there's been 23 years of time elapsed, and it's one of the first that anybody can remember opportunities to see what the succession rate is in the deep ocean.
Now, an update on Tommy Thompson and the recovered Monarch Gold. The ship Thompson used is now scheduled for scrap, and the gold and coins are up for sale to collectors.
As of 2023, Thompson remains in jail, facing ongoing legal battles and fines for contempt of court. His case highlights the complexities and potential pitfalls of deep-sea treasure hunting and the legal ramifications of handling recovered artifacts.
Ask any top trader in the business, and they're going to tell you that one of the hottest areas of the market over the past several years has been shipwreck treasure coins. With the technology that came to be back in the late 80s and throughout the 90s, some of the companies out there that go out looking for shipwrecks have discovered 3 major shipwrecks that we knew that they were at the bottom of the ocean, just didn't know where they were. But the technology became available to go out and find these. So it's not like there are a ton of ships sitting out there at the bottom of the ocean, but these 3 we knew were there, and they were significant coins minted in San Francisco, Philadelphia, New Orleans, kind of a hodgepodge of gold coins from the period of 1850 to 1865. The last ship that was discovered sank in 1865, which was the SS Brother Jonathan, and then a second ship that was on its way to New Orleans is the SS Republic, sank also in 1865. Both those ships were carrying not a gigantic hoard of gold coins, but certainly enough to warrant going down and trying to find these things. So from a historical perspective, they're a lot of fun. And no question, they're the hotbed of the marketplace, and like I said, any top trader will tell you that these coins are highly desirable. In fact, the shipwreck that sank in 1857, which kind of spurred all this on because it was a large 2 tons of gold sitting at the bottom of the ocean from the San Francisco Mint, from the hills of California, territorial gold, gold monetary ingots, things that we literally didn't know even existed until this shipwreck was recovered. That sparked a tremendous amount of interest when it was released in 1999 to the marketplace. These coins are very, very hot in the marketplace. The coins recovered from that shipwreck predominantly were of the 1857 San Francisco Double Eagle. Now, this coin I'm holding in my hand is an MS65, meaning a gem quality, absolutely beautiful, mint, fresh condition coin, minted in San Francisco in 1857. Prior to the shipwreck recovery, a coin of this quality didn't exist for it, and if it did, it would have traded for multiples of 5 figures, probably in excess of 6 figures to get your hands on one, if one was even available. The shipwreck brought 5,100 of these up. Today, they're listed in what is known as the 100 Greatest Coin Book of the United States coins. This is the 3rd edition. There's been 3 of these. I've contributed to all 3 of them. My good friend and former A&A president, Jeff Garrett, solicited help from people in the industry to come up with what we believe to be the top 100 greatest United States coins. And here's what's amazing. The 1857S, recovered from the SS Central America, has been in all 3 editions. This isn't 1 or 2 people. This was solicited help from some of the top traders and mines and numismatists alive today that helped put this book together. And this coin I'm holding in my hand is listed in it, all 3 editions. Great coin, and it would be an awesome coin to add to any collection. It's a cornerstone of a portfolio. And just to go on with it, Life magazine called this treasure the greatest treasure ever found. Now, the 1857S from the Central America is not the only treasured gold coin out there. There's a lot of them. I'd recommend you listen to all of them. They're all great coins, wonderful way to collect, wonderful way to get started, and have been a tremendous hard asset as an investment portfolio.
Having professional and affordable marketing assets for your business is within reach with Ken Umphrey Creative Services. Whether you need printed materials, product photography, corporate video, a new logo, or an experienced copywriter for your radio or TV commercial, we can help. We'll create marketing solutions you can afford and in a timely fashion. See us on the web at kucreative.com. Ken Umphrey Creative Services. Affordable, experienced marketing solutions.
The new Cards and Antiques and Collectibles Mall is really big. I mean really big! Now with over 27,000 square feet of antiques, gifts, and collectibles. Cards and Antiques and Collectibles Mall is really big!
Have a prized possession or even an entire estate to liquidate? Premier Auctions specializes in turning treasures into cash. From antiques and fine art to coins and collectibles, we put your items in front of a nationwide audience. Premier Auctions, the finer way to sell your fortune.
Cards and Antiques and Collectibles Mall is now open in the former grocery outlet. Come and enjoy unique shopping for fabulous gifts and home decor. Cards and Antiques and Collectibles Mall is now the largest dealer in Northern Nevada. See us today.
Looking for unique items at unbeatable prices? Premier Auctions has something for you. Preview our upcoming online auction in our showroom this Friday and Saturday. Sign up online at premierauctionsnevada.com to view, bid, and win incredible items.
20 years of incredible finds, friendly staff, and already 3 years in our new home on Rock Boulevard. If you haven't been here yet, you're truly missing out. 20 dealers, over 7,000 square feet of antiques and collectibles, just about anything you can imagine. Easy parking, but stay a while. Antiques and Treasures Rock. Open 7 days a week, 10 to 6.
It's back. Available only at Baldini's Casino. It's awful big.
Awful good.
The awful is back. It's awful big, awful
This
good,
marks
and
the
only
end
at
of the episode
Baldini's.
of Finders Keepers Treasure Hunters. Join the Treasure Hunters again the next episode as we explore more forgotten or lost treasures from all corners of the world.